Hello everybody, this is Bobby XD, and I would like to share with you guys a compact, well thought, efficient from my point of view, everything you need, again based on my needs, tin can, canteen kit or cook system or whatever you want to call it. So I did some research. I was actually looking for jobs when I decided to take a break. And what better way of like finding jobs than watching YouTube, right? So anyway, I've seen a bunch of people. They are cooking. They're boiling their water with tin cans or coffee cans, whatever. So I decided to use that idea. I thought it's a very efficient way of using that can. And you can create a fairly low budget and fairly solid and compact cooking system with it. So I think one of the first ones that I've seen was a guy, Syntax77. A side comment, great videos, man. I'm a huge fan. I enjoy everything you post. Thank you for sharing your adventure with us. And I learned a lot from your videos, and you got cool gear. I always like to see new gear. But anyway, let's get back to this thing. So I'm thinking it's a low budget, everybody can afford do a kit like this. And I'm going to show you what's in it. So basically, you have a standard pouch in here with your Nalgene bottle. I'm not a huge fan of the GI bottles, so that's why I'm using a Nalgene bottle. So anyway, this is very lightweight. Unfortunately, I don't have a scale to weigh this, but take my word, this is fairly light. And you can take the straps off and basically drink off of it. Very easy. But anyway, let's look at it. So take the main strap out. It fits a little snug in there, but that's just fine. I like that. I think it's it's great. So let's release the tension straps. Oh, there already is. Okay, let's pull. What's in here. Comes out pretty easy. I just messed this one up this time. Oh, because of my stove. That's why. So on the side here, I have the stove, and I should have pulled that out first. Everything would have came out a lot easier. But yeah, basically, and the hardware pouch here. So this is the standard GA pouch, and the great thing about those, you can pick it up from eBay for like $6-7 shipped to your house, and it's nice because most of the surplus stores, the money they get off of those, they help veterans and stuff like that, and it's a great way to pay back. Very solid, inexpensive, pretty lightweight pouch. Anyway, let's look at the system. This came out a little bad, so let me put it back together first. I should have pulled that stove out first, but that's good. So let's close the Nalgene bottle. I got the holy water in here, 150 proof. That's the only thing you guys should drink on the trails. I'm kidding. It's a bad idea. Alright. And of course we got. So this is what should have done as the first one. This is what's in there, and that's a bale made out of coat hanger wire, fairly inexpensive if you have one laying around. And then you have your Nalgene bottle, which I love. That's the 1 liter or 32 ounce. Again, I got my little alcohol stove made out of little Dr. Pepper cans. It works very well. And then a handle. Keep that a surprise. I probably spoiled it already. And a little hardware bag. Alright, so let's look inside of this thing. Pull it out. Nice and slow. Anyway, By the way, if the image is a little shaky, I apologize for that. I do not have a fancy camera. My lovely wife is filming this with my cell phone. So be reasonable, don't bitch. So this is a cozy that I made out of my old car windshield, sunblock, whatever this thing is. I had no use for it. It was kind of getting old, and I put it to a better use. And what better use than a canteen cozy, right? Everybody should do that. So inside of that, you have a nested system with the tin can, the coffee can, and everything fits in here perfectly. So first we have on top here a cooked chicken can from Walmart, and I cut the top and bottom, rolled the edge, and it fits very nice in there. And I'm gonna tell you why I did this. So first of all, but let's look at this whole system. So then inside it here you have your wind protector, windscreen, which is made out of 0.005 aluminum or 36 gauge aluminum. You can buy this at Hobby Lobby. Here in Colorado, a 12 by 30 inches is like $5.99. Very nice. You can make lots of things with this. Comes in hand. And it's a pretty big chunk. I use this big chunk because you can either make a tight fit around your cup, but that's not very efficient for the oxygen, or you can make, if you need a lot of room, you can make this thing, you know, really big, right? That's what she said. So this is how big this thing is, which is great. I mean, you can have all sorts of things going on around your cooking cap. So anyway, let's set this aside. And then in here you have your main cooking cup, which is that coffee can I talked about. And again, Syntax 77 I think was the first guy that I've seen this. He's using a very good anti-rust spray. I didn't want to purchase that spray, so I did this the old-fashioned way. I treated it with oil. So basically, after you buy it, burn the living crap out of it, and then coat it with oil and bake it for like, you know, an hour in the oven. And that oil is gonna get inside and is gonna make this not rust, and looks good, I think. Anyway, so remember we talked about well thought and efficiency and stuff like that, and saving space with this thing. So on the bottom of this, check that out. That's basically the top of that chicken can. So it fits perfectly flush in there. And that's the lid for your cooking cap. So cooking pot. So you just, you know, pop this thing out of here, and it fits perfectly on the top. And I did a little handle here with a paper clip and some other tin, you know, aluminum. Fits perfectly in here. So now this is just, you know, on the bottom here to protect my other pan because it's Teflon and I don't want to scratch it. But you can put your fire pills on it or whatever you want to use it for. Anyway, so I said I'm going to talk about why I have this. Well, first of all, being on top there, it's unused space anyway. It's super lightweight, and it makes a perfect stand for your pot. A lot of people, they just use this alcohol stove and they put their, you know, cup on it, which is fine. But I find that if the terrain is not very smooth, this will slip off, and I don't know about you, but when I have my cup like halfway, you know, boiling, yeah, that'd be cool, boiling, I would like to bring my cup to a full boil instead of, like, you know, lose all my water on the ground because it slipped off the stove. So that's why I decided to make this. That edge being rolled off, it fits perfectly on the bottom of this can, and it's solid. It's not gonna go anywhere. You can put your alcohol stove underneath it, the windscreen around it. I think it's a great idea. So far, not a whole lot of people that did this. And then the last piece that I would like to talk about is basically this little pan that it was the only one that I was able to find. And the cool thing about it, as I said, it just fits perfectly you know, the cup fits perfectly in it, and it's not taking any room, you know. The only part where you see it like rolled off here, that's unused space, so I decided to keep the cover of the cozy in here. So this came with a handle that had rivets in it. I basically grinded the rivets off, and I went to Home Depot, grabbed a couple bolts with butterfly nuts, or whatever you guys call those. So what you can do is take a bolt, run it, or dual bolts, whatever, run it through the pan, put your handle on it, pull that handle. Take a knot, I can do this, you know, tie this down. You don't need any tools or anything for this, which I think, you know, makes it a great little thing. So now you have, in a few seconds, you have a fully extended, you can take this rubber off so that you don't burn it, cooking pot for cooking your biscuits in the morning, your eggs, whatever, you know, pretty solid. Kick your neighbor with it or something, I don't know, wake them up. But yeah, this is a very cool little pan. Bought this at Walmart. It's pretty hard to find though. Alright, and then let's look at the cozy. So basically, as a cozy, you know, self-explanatory, you have dehydrated meals. Boil your water, put this thing in there, you know, have a little cap for it. And then you can use your pliers, or in my case, I have that bail that I made, which only fits one way. Hopefully I can get that in for you guys. Yep, perfect. So you can use that. That way you're not burning your hands, and also you can use it, you know, as a handle like this to basically eat out of it. Fairly inexpensive, you know. As I said, I think it's a low budget system that definitely you should consider. If not, go ahead and spend, you know, like $100 on a titanium pot that works just as good as this one. If not, maybe this is actually lighter. But anyway, let's put all this back together and see, you know, how it fits in there. Let's see. So we start with the cup. What I do is take the lid for the cup, flip it upside down, put it on the bottom. It fits perfect in there. Fold the handle. Take the little pan apart. And then that unused space, keep that in mind. In order to protect the walls of it, they are Teflon, you know, I don't want to scratch them, so I use this aluminum foil, and it fits just perfectly in here, and it's almost the same size as the coffee cup. It is not that heavy either. Alright, the next thing would be to, oh, we put this upside down, I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. This efficient system that doesn't fit the bottle in it. How cool is that? Anyway, so now you can take your windscreen, you know, roll that off, make a little roll off of it, drop it in there. Grab your can holder in the stove support, whatever. It's so late, I'm very tired. Your stand, there you go. Put that in there, and because of that rolled off edge, it actually fits in here, you know, pretty nice. And this, well, that stays there, but that doesn't. Anyway, it fits there. It's not coming out. Take your water bottle, put it in here. It fits. Then take your cozy, you know, put everything in here. Fits nice and snug in the cozy. The bail, don't forget about this. This is important. You can slide that in there. Maybe put it off the sides like that. Take your standard GI pouch, canteen pouch. Slide that in there. And there you go. Compact, pretty lightweight. I'm sorry I don't have something to. Oh yeah, don't forget the hardware. You're gonna lose that. Pretty lightweight. It's on a budget. The handle also, fits in there. Just for the purpose of this video, you can put it upside down. Pretty lightweight. I think it's efficient. It works for me. Maybe it's gonna work for you guys too. Is this for everybody? Well, probably not. It's not as perfect as the ones that they already manufactured and you pay $200 for them. But I'm not a whole I don't like to do reviews and stuff like that because I enjoy others' reviews. Don't get me wrong. I think they're very helpful, and thank you all of you for doing all the reviews. They really help a lot. I don't have a whole lot of videos to subscribe to, not yet. If you like this this video, hit the like button. If you didn't like this video, well, shit, hit the other button. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys put together a kit similar to this. And this is Bobby XT, and I'll see you guys on the trails.